Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.
I'm Price Bourgeois with Bourgeois Insurance. Make sure to catch Medicare Minute, where we talk all things Medicare, saving on Medicare, maximizing Medicare, Medicare scams, and much more. It airs after To Your Health and other times on HTV.
All right, welcome back to Bayou Time. I'm Martin Foss. I have a very familiar face here on the news desk, former parish president, attorney here in the area, executive director for the Council on Aging, Michelle Claude. Mr. Claude, good to have you on board.
Well, happy to be here, Martin.
All right, good. You have a couple of very able people with you. We have Miss Jane Walker, the assistant director for the Council on Aging. She's right next to Michelle. And then next to her is Ms. Jada Leday. She is the Technology and Services Manager for the same division. Good to have y'all on board also.
Thank you.
So Michelle, a lot has changed. We haven't really talked about Council on Aging in a while. I thought it would be a good time for y'all to come on board and tell us what's new and happening over there.
Well, we're doing a lot of good things over there, Martin. In fact, today I'm happy to say that we ended up serving approximately 625 people for home delivered meals today, and about close to 150 at our centers today. Mm-hmm. You know, we have 4 centers. They're filled with people all during the day. And the great part about my job is I represent a segment of the population. Martin, they raised their kids, they retired from their job, they served in the military, they volunteered in the community, and now they just want to sit back a little bit and enjoy themselves.
Yeah, they want to relax. And you've been in the hustle bustle too, as an attorney, as a parish president. Sometimes it's nice that when you're through with all of it, that especially these people, they want to just sit back and relax, but they also want some security, knowing that they're going to have a meal and these things. Why did you get involved in that? What drew you there?
Oh, this is a dream job. I mean, Martin, I have a great staff, and you know, one of the things I wanted to do, I'd like to work with elderly people. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of people, my mom lived to be 99 and 8 months, and my older sister is 87, and I have a number of sisters, and they're like 85, 84, and continue on. And so I've been dealing with elderly people for quite some time, and it's something I enjoy doing.
Yeah, and of course, is the board still in place over that? I don't know the dynamics, but
it's changed, but the board is still there, and we have a great board. Okay. Our chairman right now is Mike Bouquet, and our vice chair is Jerome Boykin, and they do a great job. Our treasurer is Melvin Marlborough, and our secretary is Carla Chesso.
Y'all meet once a month? Or?
Once a month, the third Thursday of the month.
Okay. All right, let's turn to Jane. She's the assistant, and I'm sure there's a lot of work involved in your position too. I'm sure there's a lot of hours also.
Yes, I keep to the 40 hours.
Yeah. Well, good. But I mean, tell me a little bit, what do you do? What are some of your daily activities?
Aside from assisting Mr. Michel Claude as to whatever he will assign to me on a day-to-day basis, I keep in touch with the state, the Governor's Office of Elderly Affairs. We just finished an assessment last Friday. Somebody from the state came down. We call them our program auditor. And she checked and made sure that our home and community-based services are being delivered accordingly without bias, that all of our paperwork documentation is in order. And we did good on that.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
But, you know, that's something a lot of people don't realize also, is the fact that there's a lot of regulations when you do this, and there's quite a bit. Now, I know I'm one of those people that I don't like too many regulations, but we're FCC regulated too, so there's a lot of paperwork. There's a lot of meticulous things. I would imagine it's no different in your realm also.
No, sir. We're closely monitored by the state, who gets, we get our dollars from the federal government, funneled through the state, and of course, our local millage. So we have every step of the way, we're being watched,
Yeah.
and we're carefully spending the taxpayer dollars.
And before I get to Jada, while she's on that, Michelle, the funding for the Council on Aging, tell the people where it all
It's
comes from.
predominantly through a millage. And Martin, one thing I didn't say, but I'm so proud of, when I first started at the Council on Aging, we had waiting lists that were up to here. Now it's 0. So if a person wants services from us, we make assessments of the person, and then if they're qualified for the service, we can get it to them just like that.
How many people are working at the Council on Aging?
I have about 75 people that work for me. Remember, we have 25 buses, 15 vans. We're delivering home-delivered meals every day. I have people at buses leaving at 3:15 in the morning from our parking lot, where they're picking up dialysis people to bring them to the dialysis facilities. And, we have people from all day going up and down. Our buses go up and down the bayous, and we do all kinds of things, good things, Martin.
Yeah, absolutely. And what we'll do, I don't want to start Jada Leday off with 50 seconds to the first break. So I'll make a deal with you. Let me get to the break. When I come back, I'm going to give you a chance to speak uninterrupted. And then we also have some slides we're going to bring in for the second segment. And just in an effort to show people what goes, a lot of people pass those buildings all the time.
Definitely.
And don't know a doggone thing what's going on. So we're here to educate them. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll have a lot more on the Terrebonne Parish Council on Aging. Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality. All right, we are back, and we're talking about the Terrebonne Council on Aging and all the activities and the different things they do. We're going to get into that to let you know, where all your millages go and all these things. A lot of you pass those facilities and probably don't understand a lot about it. What we're trying to do is give you a little bit on the aging centers. And once again, our guest are Michelle Claudet, Executive Director of the Terrebonne Council on Aging. Of course, he was a past parish president, an attorney. He's involved in a lot of different things. He's on some bank boards here in the area, so he's well-rounded in that capacity. We have Jane Walker, the Assistant Director, right next to Michelle again, and we have Jada Leday, and we're going to get to her, the Technologies and Services Manager. Before we get to some graphics, Jada, let me turn to you. That's a big title.
Yes, sir.
What does it mean?
So I do the IT work at Terrebonne Council on Aging. I keep all of our computers up to date with all of our software, all of our programs. I also report all the services that we do to the state so we can get our funding for them.
Okay, so I would imagine that's a lot of meticulous work too.
Yes, it is.
Is everything over there pretty I know Michelle's meticulous. He's a numbers guy. He likes to make sure everything is in order.
Because I'm just as meticulous with the numbers as he is.
Well,
so I like to make sure everything
That's probably
matches.
why you're in that position, right?
Maybe so.
Yeah. So, but what's it like on a daily basis to be able to do things that or I guess the end result is a happy win for everybody?
It is. It's great. I enjoy every day. It's a new experience. Also in my position, I do run the website. So I'm out there with the seniors for their events, for their bingo socials that we do every month. I'm out there taking pictures of them. We post them on our website. We do a newsletter every month. I make that and we send it out to them every month to keep them updated with the events in the community. So there's a lot that goes on, and we do try to keep them current and updated with everything.
Michelle, you were telling me during the break, you were getting excited about some of the things they're doing at the facility. Go through that again for the
At the
public.
centers, they keep active. And understand, we want to keep our seniors moving and keep them active and occupied. Like today at Shady, which is across from Canada's on the other side of the Bayou, right by the adult education area, they started out this morning at 9 o'clock where they're doing chair exercises. And boy, they get into it. I had a ton of them that were doing it, and they exercise in their chairs and they're doing all kinds of things and more, and they have such a good time. Right after that, they ended up where we had a counselor come. It was Terry Chatinier, who used to be Terry Cavalier, a council member. She's a licensed social worker and clinical psychologist, I believe. And in any event, she talks, and she's given great talks because during the pandemic, a lot of the elderly people, because of the lack of social involvement, got very depressed. And, we want to make absolutely certain that we're taking care of those needs. And in addition to that, she's done all kinds of things. She even gave a talk the other day about dating after age 60, which I think must have been, it went over pretty good from what I understand.
I bet it was a packed house.
Yes.
Anyway, besides that, right after that, they had a congregate meal where they, sit together and we serve them a well-balanced meal. Some of them wish they had more seasoning in it, but I've seen tons of ladies pull out salt and pepper out of their purse or some Tabasco or something like that to season it up. But we don't do that. We're obligated to do a
You probably
well-balanced meal.
can't, right? Yeah.
We can't. And then they were playing shuffleboard this afternoon. Another one of the centers, like in Montague, was playing Bokino. In Chauvin, they were playing bingo. And in Shreveport, they were playing bingo. So, they really do a lot of things, and it varies from day to day. And they just have a good time. It's a good place to go when you want to get out. And it's like a country club, except you don't have to have all the money to go there.
There you go. That's a good point. Jane, what does it do for your heart when you could help people like this?
I think everybody that works at the Council on Aging feels almost instant gratification every day at the centers when we see them packed, eating their meals, participating in activities. It feels warm in my heart that somehow, in a little way, we have something to do about that.
And really, for a lot of these people, y'all might be the only contact they have all day, right?
Yes, sir. That's especially true to the homebound people. They look forward to our drivers knocking on their door, bringing their meals, and spending a few minutes, asking how they're doing. And our drivers also reports whenever they see something unusual with the client. Pretty soon, we're going to have the Elderly Protective Services people from Baton Rouge going to give us in-service and training on that as well.
Oh, that's very good. Jada, let me ask you, do some of the residents give you any marketing ideas? Are you limited who you could put on Facebook, or do they volunteer to be on a picture here and there?
I have a lot of clients, when they see me coming with the camera, they're running away, and I have a lot of them that are flagging me down to take their picture.
Just like society.
Definitely. And they call me the lady with the camera. I have quite a few nicknames.
Isn't that funny how that at that age, I find, because I visit some of my moms in a place and we always visit, they do have nicknames for everything.
Definitely.
And, we forget their sense of humor is over the top sometimes.
Oh, they have some.
And it's
They're very
fantastic.
interesting.
Martin, I'd like to invite you to our center at Shady Acres.
Yeah.
These people would just love to see you there, and I promise you'd see the activity that they do. In fact, the best time would be there to get there about 9:45 in the morning. That's the end of their chair exercise on Mondays and Wednesdays.
We'll make it a point. We'll schedule it with y'all for sure.
On a Monday or Wednesday about 9:45, and then after that, they go into another thing and another thing, and it just continues on. It's really,
As long as y'all don't ask me to exercise with them, because they're going to probably throw me under the bus.
You'll work up a sweat in a chair.
All right, let's take a break. We're going to come back for our final segment. We're trying to give you information on the Council on Aging, some great activities for our elderly. We'll be right back.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.
All right, welcome back as we continue to talk about the Terrebonne Council on Aging. And we were just talking for the last two segments. You heard a lot of the things that they are doing here in the community. And once again, we have Michel Claudet. He is a former parish president, but he is the executive director of the Terrebonne Council on Aging. They have a board. They meet every month, as you heard him say. We have Ms. Jane Walker, the assistant director for the Council on Aging, Ms. Jada Leday, who is the Technologies and Services Manager for the Council on Aging. And let's bring up a graphic if we can. I'll let Michelle jump in because there's a lot of services that go on. That's a big list.
you know, I can tell you this, we have 4 senior centers in town, and we're hoping to have a 5th one coming up on the east side of Houma in just a little while. But right now we have a center in Shreva, one across from Canada's, we have one in Montague, and we have one in Chauvin. And all these centers are a source of activities for the elderly. They come in the mornings and they play bingo, bocino, you know, we have chair exercises oftentimes. They do painting and artwork and just all kinds of activities. They have shuffleboard and many other things. And it's really a lot of fun, and they enjoy the activity.
Yeah. Jane, let me ask you this. Are y'all looking for volunteers at this point, or are y'all good?
We're good right now, but I would like to say we just finished the Senior Olympics, and we did get some volunteers, mostly from our home health agencies. They're usually available to help us in those big
So from
parish-wide
within, you
events.
get a lot of volunteers.
Yes, sir, from our clients themselves. Yes.
Yeah. And Jada, how was the Senior Olympics? Is that fun to watch?
It is. It went really well. It's 5 parishes, Miss Jane.
Yes, sir. District 3 parishes.
Okay, all
Bayou
right.
district.
And they all come together, and it's broken down into age groups. They have it's over a month. They go to the different parishes, they play in different events, and they come back winning medals. And they're very proud of those medals. And they're very
Does it
competitive.
get real competitive? About to say. They
Yeah.
all want to win, huh?
They all want to win. All of them.
They
But
do.
that didn't give them a purpose?
It does.
It does.
It does.
Well, we had down here, we had, you know, shuffleboard at the municipal, and we also had, you know, bowling at our center up here at Creole Lanes. And then in addition to that, we had horseshoes, and what else we had?
We had a toilet paper toss where we put a fake toilet seat, and you throw the toilet paper. And Miss Jane
Yes,
did the
indeed.
beanbag event.
Beanbag toss.
Yes.
Wow. Yes, indeed. There's so much, you know, and I guess the whole idea
There's
as
some
you get
photos.
elderly, is to keep your mind active, right?
They stayed very active.
And Martin, you need to keep moving to keep moving.
Right.
And so that's it. And then you need to keep your mind going too. And so it's really a great thing. They sing karaoke, all kinds of activities.
So, Michelle, let me ask you this, because you've been in the hustle bustle of being a parish president, an attorney, still an attorney, but being on bank boards, how's this different from all that?
It's completely different, Martin. This is like having a vacation while you're working. And I just enjoy doing what I'm doing. I enjoy working with the people. And it is truly a blessing for me to be the executive director.
And you
Also
got
that.
2 able people here to help you along the way, right?
Yep, I brought them here just to see what it was going to be. Next thing they know, they're up on the panel.
Well, I pulled them up when you
Right?
told me who they were, you know. We always like to say around here, I like to throw people to the sharks, but I didn't throw y'all to the sharks. Y'all deserve to be up here.
That's
So
right.
Michelle
We-
brought you.
They
We
did
bit right
deserve-
back, right?
Yeah,
They
Michelle.
did deserve, but they did go to the Sharks because they weren't anticipating it.
No.
I told them, all you want to do is come and take a look in case you coming up here in the
But
future.
it wasn't that bad, was it?
No,
No.
sir.
Y'all did well.
Thank
And
you.
y'all
It's a
still
good
smiling.
experience.
Y'all still smiling, so that's a good thing. We have about 2 minutes left, Michelle. So, but what would you like to leave the public with on the Council on Aging? On how is it moving forward? In good shape
We're
financially?
in good shape financially. We've lowered all of our waiting lists down to 0. If somebody needs some services and they're over 60, they can call our office and we can get an assessment, of those people. We'll send out people to the home or meet them at the senior center. We'd love for them to come to our senior centers, but if they're homebound, we certainly can do that. And we provide lots of transportation all around the parish for the people who are needy of transportation. But we have to make an assessment. We have to determine if they qualify because, it's something we do. And it's such a rewarding experience. And I think if you're over age 60, this is a tremendous opportunity. Please do it.
You're making me feel old now, Michelle. I'm 64. I
Oh
guess
my
I
gosh.
qualify, right?
You can come play bingo once a month at the municipal.
I don't like to lose.
Then you should win.
Hey, there you go. No, it's all great. I appreciate what y'all are doing. We appreciate the information that y'all are giving us. It's so important that people know about what's happening. And like I said, a lot of times people pass buildings around here, they don't have a clue what's going on. So we like to activate their brains and let them know where their money's going. So when's the next millage come up?
Oh, it's not till 2029. But I wanted to mention tomorrow at our centers is our birthday parties. Every month we have an event at the municipal. It's a big, big thing where we play bingo and all. The municipal is going to be down for construction. Barry Charlie will be at the Civic Center during that period of time. And it's a great organization.
All right. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate it. There you have it. Watch us on Facebook and YouTube also. We'll see you again on another show shortly.
I'm Price Bourgeois with Bourgeois Insurance. Make sure to catch Medicare Minute, where we talk all things Medicare, saving on Medicare, maximizing Medicare, Medicare scams, and much more. It airs after To Your Health and other times on HTV.